what you want.
5/6 here, guys. Being stuck behind diesel powered vehicles kind of gets in your helmet and lingers for a bit. Well, I'm heading back home. Gonna see how my wife did on her interview, see what kind of feel she's got for it. Hopefully she gets it. She'd be getting out of working for the city and back into oil and gas. She's a safety advisor. She got a few more designations under her belt, but she still needs one big, massive one that she's studying for. Gotta give her credit, you know. Continuously trying to improve. Whereas I tell her, you know, like, I'm as improved as I'm gonna get. Whenever you get these kind of weird clouds, you get the side gusts. I was trying to change lane there, but the wind said, no, you're going to stay there a bit longer. And I've seen that guy like 3 times. He stops like every 5 minutes. Must be gas. Sure is windy. I'm gonna go head home, throw my riding gear in the wash, redo my hair because I'm sure it looks kind of special, and then see if the wife wants to go out and do something. One thing I noticed, man, you gotta watch these BC drivers. They sure like to drive fast. Like when I moved from Montreal to Calgary, there was like from a rat race to like no one giving you any inch of room to change lanes, so you sort of had to create your room, to over here where it's like, okay guys, move it now, so you mellow out. It took me a couple of weeks and I mellowed out, and it made for a much less stressful ride or drive. Yeah, that was one thing. I didn't like riding motorcycles in Montreal very much. So I stuck mostly to dirt bikes. And in hindsight, I probably should have. I deprived myself of joy. Another thing I gotta do on this is take out the K&N and clean it. The only thing is with this bike, the thing on the side there is not the filter. That's just a storage box. This here is not a tank. It's fake. So you take out the left panel, the right panel, lift up the console, unplug it if you want to. If not, you just wire it up. And the breather box sits right behind there. The gas tank on this thing is under the seat and only holds about 3.7 gallons of fuel. So it gives you about a 230 kilometer range. But if I wanted to, there's a company called G-Man that manufactures a bolt-on tank for this bike, which if I wanted to I could put on now because I removed the stock pipes. So that tank goes exactly where the resonator would have been. Yeah, the resonator was huge. So it's an extra 2 gallons of fuel. But they want like close to $500 for it. Seriously, it's 4 pieces of steel welded together. So yeah, it's not on my list of things to do. So whenever I go for a long ride, because there is one ride that I do, and there is a gas station halfway there, and that's, well, more than halfway there, and that's exactly where you would need to fuel up, and the guy charges like $1.50 more a gallon for fuel. So I go, yeah, whatever. So I just usually put 2 jerry cans of 1.5 gallons in my saddle bags, and I drive right by him. Sorry. I've got to do that right this year. That's like the back way to Jasper, Alberta. If you guys want to look it up on Google. It's a super nice road, super windy. A little on the isolated side. Because closer to Calgary, you got Banff and Lake Louise and Canmore. Those are nice. For you guys that don't know what it looks like, you can Google those as well. Morning, I gotta take my new Tacoma in for first service. I usually do everything myself, but you know, first services, you know, it's always good to bring it there. And there is our little puny downtown. It's actually grown a lot since I moved here in 1998. Could have taken that way home, but we'll take the other way. This place here has been in construction for a zillion years because they're extending the train station for commuters by it's like a kilometer, if that. Yeah, it's probably a kilometer, which will bring it really closer to home because I live way back there and there. And the only thing is, it's been going on for 2 years, and it's like I said, you guys have been following me. I work for the railway, and man, from start to finish, I mean, like from like just bare grass, we can excavate, put ballast, lay ties, lay track, and have it operational at a rate of 1 kilometer a day. and these guys have been here 2 years. And it's not that it's perfect, man. If you take the train, it's like you're bouncing around everywhere, and it's like hunting left and right, because, like, whatever. But that's going to be the new train station, which will do me no good, because where the company's relocating, there's if I take public transit, it'll take me 2 hours to get to, and if I drive, you know, like, I leave early, like 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:09, 5:08, and it takes me about 20 minutes to get there, so it's kind of like a no-brainer. Yeah, it wouldn't be good to fly off of that thing. Can't even see what's at the other side. But all I know, it's like, it's a big drop. And I like building stuff like this over here for noise breaks for the communities. Come on, guys, speed it up. It's tough to merge into a highway when you're doing slow speeds. I love this groove. I wish I had a sports bike. Okay, slow it down. It's 60 here. Okay, we'll slow it down even more. Oh man, I can't believe how much my hip hurts when I put my leg down. Yes, I'm getting old and fragile. And all this pain I'm going through is from, man, almost 2 years ago when I was going to Costco with my truck and I was stopped. And I looked behind and there's no one. So, and it stopped for a while. So I start looking left, and as I look left, big Silverado 2500 plows right into the back of my truck. And I was in a good position to be in, is looking left with your head forward. It totally snapped my back and my neck. And yeah, been having issues ever since. And those were my 3 lazy shifts. Or was it 2? You guys know how R1 Chronicles puts out a challenge once in a while to sew on a Canadian flag on your riding gear. Yeah, well, I've always had something Canadian or a flag on my vehicles or my bike or my gear or whatever. But a couple of weeks ago, I also bought a really nice flagpole and a Canadian flag. And I put it on my house, which is something I think Canadians should do more, because there's like, man, like I totally respect and enjoy driving through the US because they show the level of patriotism there. Like everything's got a US flag, and that's the way it should be. You should be proud of your country. on my street there's only two, and I don't know if you guys noticed, as I ride around neighborhoods, you don't see that many Canadian flags. We're gonna label them traitors. So if any Canadians are out there, I challenge you to put a Canadian flag on your house. It's just the right thing to do. And what is this guy doing? Okay, we have a decision. I think we'll stay back from this guy. There, and see, there is my Canadian flag. Like I said, guys, challenge is out there to you Canadians to put a Canadian flag on your house. And for you American guys and people from other countries, I challenge you to do the same. Be proud of your country. Fly the flag, man. Ride safe, guys and girls.